today I got sent some presents. So if you want to see some yummy fiber art stuff, grab your project, grab your drink, and hang around. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm glad you're here today. Whether you are a returning viewer or you're a new viewer, thank you for spending some of your day with me. Okay, so just to say, first I have to do a disclaimer. I never ask for Happy Mail. I never ask for y'all to send me anything. I do appreciate it from the very bottom of my heart, because there's nothing as exciting. There is almost something else as exciting, but it's Happy Mail is right up there with Christmas morning, because you have no clue. Now, yarn hauls that you get in, those are exciting in and of themselves, because you get to do, or not only yarn haul, any fiber arts, you get to play with the new things that you purchased. But this is stuff that people thought about me and bought it for me, or had it already and decided to gift it to me. And that, it humbles me, and it makes me feel so excited, because I don't know what either one of these packages are. I did get emailed saying that they were on the way, with no clue as to what's inside. The only hint that I know, one is yarn, and I have an idea on some of the yarn, but I don't know if that's all the yarn that's in there. So, and I've not seen any of it. It's just a description that I was given. And this right here, the only thing that I can guess is it's fabric. No clue otherwise. Other than I was told I had mentioned it. So, y'all ready? I am. Now, this will be a short video, because today is the last day that we have the backhoe. And I have a turn on it coming up soon, hopefully. And I'll talk more about that after all this stuff. I'm not sure who's trying to get in my office door, but all right. So first we're going to open a package from Laura. And she sent me this stating that I had mentioned it one day. It came from Utah. So let me see what she found. And the person who she got it from's address is on the front, so I don't want to advertise that. That's why. And yes, I could have blacked it out with Sharpies, but I just realized. No wonder my postal carrier said, I assume this was yours. Because it has, the numbers aren't quite there. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Hold on. Okay. Yes, I did mention this. I did not know this existed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's Daisy's Own Purple, y'all. Guess what? This will not be my only purple tote. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Laura, thank you. I did indeed mention this. Oh. Okay. I don't have the two totes I just made. And that is so funny, because I just made the pink version and the blue version. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I'm so excited. Look how beautiful this is. Jeezy Pete, Laura. How much did you get me? Look, y'all. Look how beautiful that is. I didn't even think it existed, so I didn't even go looking for it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm thinking this is 2 yards. Thank you. I am definitely making me a tote out of this one. I don't claim many things. I really, really don't. Y'all know that. That was an accident. I was going to make me one, but that was a happy accident. But I'm definitely making me. Okay. Let me explain something. Now, I did get through my mother's birthday without losing my mind. And I've talked about this on the channel before, but, you know, some of y'all, a lot of it, most of y'all are new. I have a core group that has been with me for quite a minute, but for those of you who don't know, I lost my mother in 2011. And we had a very rocky relationship. I always loved my mom. I always have loved my mom. But she was an alcoholic, and that caused a lot of trouble between her and I. But she sobered up the last 4 years of her life, and I got to meet an amazing woman. A woman I never knew up until the last 4 years. So her favorite color is yellow, and her favorite flowers were daisies. Well, one of her favorite flowers were daisies. And my favorite color is purple. I have since transitioned to purple and blue, but my favorite color that has been with me since childhood has been purple. And purple and yellow, you know, we've always done purple and yellow. But this with purple and daisies with that yellow center, perfect. Thank you, Laura. So this will be a bag for me as well. Now I will make totes. I will have I have 2 different purple bottoms, but I also have some other purple over there. I have to see what goes best, because I have a cool purple and a warm purple. Now, I think the cool purple would look best with that. Yeah, I think so. Oh. Alright, so expect to see a finished project coming with this. I don't know if I want to make a tote for me first, or a project bag for me first. I don't know, because I have that tote and I don't have a whole lot of need for totes. Drawstring, my large version of my project bags, yes, I have more of a need for that. But I might have to make this a tote for me. Laura, Laura, thank you. Oh my gosh. Alright, that blew me away. Because I was thinking, when she said that, I had mentioned it one day, and I'm like, girl, I mentioned so many things. What could it possibly be? You almost got me crying. Thank you. Because that does... Oh, Jesus. Alright. This is a little heavy. This thing is... I have to turn it this way because she did ask... Meredith, thank you, my darling. She did ask that I not show her address, so I'm going to have to do it in such a way. 10 pounds. Yikes, that is a lot of yarn. Okay, so let's dive into this puppy. Now, I did get these, today is Sunday, by the way. Tomorrow, you will be watching this tomorrow on Monday, or, well, it'll be released tomorrow on Monday. Good grief. I believe I got this Thursday, and then I got Laura's Friday. And do y'all know, even though I've been busy on the backhoe, do y'all know that it was very, very hard for me to keep my paws off of these packages. But I wanted to share them with y'all as I opened them, because I think that is so fun to watch people. I had to hurry up and flip that. And I'll get my son to make sure that that didn't show. And if it did, I'll get him to edit it out. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, not being, how hard it was to not dive into these things. Because it's like Christmas morning. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Oh. Meredith. Darling, this is more than you talked about. Okay. All right. Oh, a cotton lover's dream, I'm telling you. Okay. Where do I start? I'm going to save these for last. I just saw these poking in here. What in the world? Meredith, what did you... Alright, y'all. These are wrapped in tissue paper, so I will save them for last. Let's see. Oh, let me read this first. Oh, look at that puppy dog. And they're so pretty. Alright, let's see. Oh. Alright. It says, Dear Lynn, thank you for adopting this yarn. We all know that you have to adopt yarn, so, you know, it's not buying yarn and it's not... Well, this is receiving yarn, but you're adopting it, right? When you go to the store, you're adopting it. So I agree with you, Meredith. Thank you for giving something to look forward to every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's so sweet. Best wishes for all good things. Appreciate you warmly, Meredith. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Meredith. I will gladly adopt yarn anytime. Because let me tell you, just looking at this, I have ideas already, like out the wazoo. Okay, cotton yarn, Balooza. Now this one right here, this is my grandson riding his little tractor out there. This is strawberry yarn, and oh wait, there's more. Oh, there's more. And I have this on the top. I have my table set on the lowest setting, so it is just really, really high with the box. All right. Ooh, this is pretty. All right, so this is strawberry. I got 2 of those, and you know what? I don't think I have, but maybe 1 or 2 balls of this. So this is perfect. It gives me 4 more ounces. All right, I'm going to put this over here with my little squirrels so that they can hang out. I don't know that I've seen this color. Shades of Rust. Is that not beautiful? I love that. That would go great in the kitchen. Oh. All right, so if I don't have any more of this, I do have some yarn that I could pair with it, though. Oh, okay, I got a lot of these puppies. Meredith. All right, these right here are called Summer Prints, and they have blue, yellow, and green. These are gorgeous. Huh. All right, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're just going to put them over here. We're going to have to put them over here. Y'all forgive my hair. It was doing what it wanted to this morning. That's what happens when you take a shower at night. Your hair does its own thing, because I went to bed with it slightly wet and it did its own thing. Alright, so that's 7 balls of this. Ooh-hoo. Now, what can I get into with that? There's 7 of those. You know, I could do like a hand knit towel and some of those flower hot pads. Oop, there's more. I got another tissue. Alright, let's see here. Oh, hold on. I'm going to save that one for last, because that is not... oh, look at that. I love this cotton, and this one is aqua ombre. Look at those colors. Oh my stars. Could you imagine a bandana in that lovely? Oh, that would be gorgeous. And so would this one. This one is spring ombre. It's like that one, but it has the pinks, purples. Oh. Honestly, if you wanted to make as many bandanas as you could, or you could even combine these two, like this for the main part of the bandana and this for the border. Yes, please. All right, you're gonna have to go right there. All right, okay, I have. Now, is this sage green? Now, Meredith did say she had a whip that she was going to frog, but it can totally be incorporated. Ooh, hold on. No, that's too, that might not be a good fit for that green, but that's okay. I do have some more of I Love This Cotton in another colorway that might work with that. You know what this would work really, really good for? I got that teal, that deep sea teal. I could do a striped green hand knit towel. I would have to gift that or sell it, because you know I don't use a whole lot of green in my stuff. Oh my goodness, I'm so fun. Okay, hold on. Wait, these are bagged. Ooh, I got some white. I got 1, 2. Now, she did tell me that there were some cuts on it, so I can always take the cut parts off. But y'all, let me tell you, and the good thing about this, the reason I love pure white is because if I wanted to, I mean, cotton yarn takes dyes like crazy, and I could make this any color I want. I have not got into dyeing yarns, but I'm very, very tempted. And if I do not, these things make wonderful, white makes wonderful dish rags, because you know how dish rags tend to get stained and whatnot, so I can always bleach white. I hear Maya running around out there. Ooh, I did not know this one was coming. I don't think you told me about this one, Meredith. This one is freshly pressed, and I have 2 of those. I like that. This is some like very springtime colors. And you know what that reminds me of? I could totally do... I wonder if these 2 colors are too bright to go together. Maybe because the freshly pressed is kind of muted. But, kitchen towels. Definitely. Definitely. Thank you, Meredith. Alright. Oop, oop, nope. Do not fall. Do not fall. Jeezy Pete. Honey, no wonder that thing was 10 pounds. Alright. The last puppy. And that is Karen 1 Pound Baby. Ooh. Ooh, this is so much softer than regular Karen 1 Pound. And y'all know I do love my Karen 1 Pound. I'm not going to slip that off because it's trying to take the band with it. But that is that color. Look at the halo on that. It is fuzzy. It still says it's a 4-weight. A medium 4-weight. But, you know, you always can use ecru or ecru or however you pronounce it. But, thank you. That is very soft. Because normally, you know, baby yarn is thinner because they want it to be more of a sport weight. But this is, it'll go very, very good with my, oh, you know what? I'm looking at my stash. I will admit it. I always look at my stash. But I have sunflower, then yellow, and then this ecru. Ooh. Y'all know how I like to ombre my colors. That would be so pretty. Meredith, thank you. I love it. I love it. All right. And I'm not done. I have all these little tissue wrapped goodies. This is a box. Alright, I'm going to warn you, Meredith. Close your eyes if you don't like to see paper shredded. Because I am the world's worst about opening a gift. Now, if the person I know, if I know that they're like very particular about the way they wrap something, I try to be careful. And it's not that I don't think you were not very careful trying to wrap these. It's just, I probably, had I opened your box beforehand, I could have opened all these ahead of time and did it like that. What in the world? It's a Christmas ornament. Oh my gosh. Y'all, wait till you... Okay. Alright. This is not going to go on my tree. It can, but I think it has a better place of honor. Look at that, y'all. It's 2 little baby squirrels and a nut. Or acorn. And you know what? It's going to be hung right behind me. Oh, that is beautiful. I love it. Thank you. Is that just not precious? I love it. Oh my goodness. I get tickled easy. Can't you tell? What in the what? I see a theme. I see a theme. Alright, some of these might have to go on my tree. Oh, I love it. He's holding a pine cone and he's got a jingle bell. Look at him. He's precious. I love it. Okay. Okay, he don't sit, so he's gonna have to lay down because his little bell underneath him keeps him from sitting down. Okay. I was like, what in the world is this? It's strawberries for kitties. Oh, let me tell you, the kittens are going to enjoy this. Because let me tell you, they fight over Maya's toys. So they are going to have a ball. It's 3 little strawberries with feather heads. I don't know what my face just did when I saw that. But just know that I was like, what in the world is this? Okay. And she was not going to forget Maya. She got Maya some True Chews. Thank you, Merida. She will love those because she loves. Now, she does have a little thing for her teeth that she chews, so that will be a good combination. Thank you. That is so sweet. Ooh, hold on. I just seen the word stitch markers. Oh, those are gorgeous. I seen the word stitch markers, and that's all I could see. Look at this. Actually, it would be easier for me to show you like that. Look at those. And y'all are getting a better look at them than me first. I see hedgehogs, owls, mushrooms. No, girl. Alright, of course, y'all saw this probably before I did. Squirrels with nuts and foxes. But look at these squirrels, y'all. Not that I don't love my owls and everything else, but I love all the little woodland creatures. But look at that. Little squirrel. Let me tell you, I have been using stitch markers out the wazoo. Y'all seen them a lot because we have been going over my 12 cast stones lately. And thank y'all for your opinions on those because I was struggling. But I agree that red one was not doing it for me. At the seaside. And I think that's a deficiency with me and not knowing how to do that particular increase. Oh, okay, it's not a squirrel. It's a kitty cat in a teacup. Look at how precious that is. Thank you. Alright, this hat might have to reside in here with me, Meredith, because said kitties did not do so well with the Christmas tree this year. But it was their very first Christmas, and I had the water bottle, and before y'all come at me, that's the way I've always trained my kittens, with a water bottle, because I don't like hitting an animal, and I don't like screaming at them. So a firm no and a squirt with this water bottle, not very pleasant. But it is a very effective way that I have always trained my kitty cats to stay off counters, off my table. Well, let me revise that. To stay off of them when I'm in there, because I think they still get on there. That's why everything gets washed and sanitized and whatnot. What in the world? Thank you. I was like, what is this? Okay. And I actually have one, but it is not working well. So I love this. It is a tape measure. I have inches and then centimeters. Look. Oh, I like that. That it just stops. Oh, okay. Hold on. All right. So there's no outward way that you can see that it retracts, but if you squeeze it, it pulls it back in. Thank you. And it's teal. Is that teal? No. Is that aqua? I think that's more aqua, but beautiful. Thank you. All right. Last but not least, I have one more. Meredith, you and Laura, man, y'all have just made my day. I am telling you. Okay. it is more stitch markers, and I have to, this is a resealable bag, so I'm going to cut it at the very tippy top. Am I the only one that saves resealable bags? Because I like to put little notions in them, or, which, I mean, I have plenty of notions tins. Usually, I don't need all the notion tins I have, but right now, with me having that 12 cast stones of 2026, I did. Oh, and thank y'all for correcting me, Macy, or reminding me that I had, the reason I was only counting 11 is because I did have that hat that I finished. These are gorgeous. All right. These are more stitch markers. But y'all, they're butterflies. How beautiful. Oh, my stars. I'm going to try to show y'all. I think they repeat, so I won't have to show all of them. Oh, actually, they're all slightly different. These are gorgeous. All right, now I don't know how to work those clasps yet, but I will figure it out. Look at that one. That one's pretty. They're all gorgeous. Ooh, a pink and black. Hello. If I'm not doing purple or aqua or blue or any of the variations of that, I do like me some pink and black. Ooh, look at that. Purple and pinks. I know Cheryl Lee's looking at these. Oh, Cheryl Lee, I did send you an updated picture of another possible that's gorgeous purple, though, just by the way, of a fabric for the sock bag. Ooh, purple and yellow. What did I just get finished saying? Oh, yes, honeys. Look at that pretty baby. I'm sorry, I'm showing y'all every single one of them because they're gorgeous. Oh, all right. I'm going to put these over here. I'm going to put these two together. Y'all have already saw the purple one, but I have the blue version. And hello. Look at that. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that my face gets out of the camera range. Ooh. That almost reminds me of a monarch. It's a little bit more yellow. But some monarchs are go for the yellows. And then I will show you my last two. One's yellow and one is green, but they're beautiful. And they could be in a project together because, hello, yellow and green. That is gorgeous. Or I could do that yellow and purple for me and my mom. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to have myself a ball. Now, because look at all the cotton yarn. And I got me some acrylic. Then I have all these treats. Oh my gosh. Between my kitty treats and Maya treats and my treats. It's like Christmas in May. Because today is May 3rd. So when y'all are watching this, May the 4th be with you. I have been binging The Mandalorian. Yes, mercy. I was never a Star Wars type person, but when The Mandalorian first came out, and I kept saying Baby Yoda. It's still, if someone says Baby Yoda to me, I know who they're talking about. They're talking about Grogu, but still, it captured my attention, and I never watched it, even though it's been having AT&T as our phone provider. it has been, you get Disney Plus anyway, just for having that phone service. And I never watched it. Now I am watching it. Well, let me rephrase that. When I'm not sleeping through it, I'm watching it. Thank you, Meredith. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate both gifts. And I'm going to make use of everything. Everything. I am currently knitting a kitchen towel that out of that peaches and cream yarn that I showed y'all, the Fleur de Lavande. Tina has claimed this yarn for a kitchen towel, and I have started it. And I'm going to tell you, I am loving it, because she said she wanted it because it reminded her of Easter. She's not wrong. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? I love it. I started this last night. It was probably about 9 o'clock when I should have been in bed. And I'm thinking, I'm going to knit this while I talk to y'all. I should have been in bed because I have not been, I need to catch up on my sleep. But it's kind of hard to go to bed when my son is out there on the backhoe. So he left, I want to say, about 9:30, 9:45, somewhere around there. And I texted him and said, I see you're gone. Are you done for the night? He's like, I'm done for a minute, but not the night. And I was like, oh, okay. It's like, well, I'm going to go to bed. But, see, we have Life 360, and when any of my family pulls up, I know because it alerts me. So, he come back at midnight. And I didn't get up and check on him in that way. But where he's working on the backhoe, it's right there on the edge of where my Life 360, because it does it in a 360 circle. So right there at the borders where he's working. So every time he moved in a row, he would either arrive at home or leave home. And this, I mean, I have, you know, my niece's house, and then I have my brother's house, and then I have my son's house, and then our house. So, but I used to have my jobs. I used to have them as work, but this is work now. And I wouldn't trade this for anything. Even though, you know, I got to put in some major time to make this my job. But that's okay. I don't mind. I will be here building it slowly and surely with y'all's help. And I couldn't do it without y'all. I'm just letting you know. Though YouTube did mess me up. YouTube said that I had met my minimum $100 so that they was going to pay me in April, and they didn't. They rolled it over to May. Because you have to make $100 minimum for them to send you a check. Yep. But anyway. So, a couple of you have guessed, and I said it, I mentioned it at the beginning of the video. And yes, that was all the Happy Mail is glorious and beautiful and special as it was. That was it. Now we're just going to talk. But the backhoe, let me tell y'all about that situation real quick. My son said that they didn't tell him one way or another if they would. And then I later found out from my daughter-in-law that they told my son if he wanted to keep it till Monday, they would charge him extra. Which I don't think that's right. I think that if you rent equipment and it goes down, because of machine fault, not people fault, but machine fault. If it goes down, I fully believe that you should make that up to the customer. Or is that just, am I wrong? And I know a lot of you feel the same way because you've rented stuff and they've let you do that. But with this, they were saying no. So I'm thinking, okay, you know what? Fine, take it back. So Friday at 7:30, not quite 8 o'clock, I don't think. I think it might have been right around 8, but I think it was closer to 7:30. It doesn't matter in the end of it. I get a call from a gentleman called Jose. And he says, I'm here at the backhoe. So he's on my property. And I was like, you are? And he's like, yeah. He says, and I'm sorry, I'm just now seeing the notification that I am supposed to call you when I'm on my way. And I was like, yeah, that's the deal. He's like, okay, well, I apologize for not seeing that notice earlier, but I'm here. Can you bring me the key? I said, yeah, I got to put my clothes on. And he's a man. He laughed and giggled a little bit about that. And so I texted my daughter-in-law. Me and her had been texting back and forth because they had a spare key down at their house. And I was like, okay, throw the baby over your shoulder. He's here. Bring up the key. So we actually got to the backhoe about the same time, her and I. And we were talking to Jose, and I was like, yeah, I was hoping that you wouldn't show up till Monday. He's like, why is that? I said, well, because we have hours left to use, and the machine was down twice because of a fuel issue, a fuel filter, fuel pump. I can't remember. It was something, it was right after your guy come and maintenance that it tore up, and it was down 2 separate times. I said, but United said they were not going to give us extra days. He's like, really? I said, yeah, they said that if it wasn't picked up today, if it was picked up Monday, then we would get those 2 extra days, right? He said, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I was like, okay. So he gets on the phone. And it's freezing. It's like 47 degrees out there that morning, Friday morning. And I didn't think of it. I just threw on shorts and a t-shirt. Because I had been in my nightgown. Because I had expected, if they were on the way, that I would get a call. So I had not even gotten dressed yet. And I was freezing. I told my daughter-in-law, I was like, I'm cold. So I told my grandson, he said he was cold. I mean, he had sweatpants and a jacket on, but he said he was cold. I was like, well, go jump in the truck. Because my daughter-in-law's car was running, so I told him, I said, just go jump in my truck. I know that sounds like weird, but I didn't want him, her car had the heater on, but I mean, she had just drove a half mile. There was no way that car was warm yet. I just wanted him out of the wind. And so, she's like, yeah, go get in Papa's truck. So he sat in the truck without it running, and I had the keys. But Jose come walking over and handed me and my daughter-in-law both the keys back. He's like, keep it till Monday. I was like, what? He said, I talked to Jay at the Aiken store, so keep it till Monday. I said, okay. I said, he said, if anybody asks, just tell them to call Jay. So, if they try to charge my son, I'm going to tell them, Jose told me at 9:15 on May 1st that he talked to Jay at the Aiken store and said that we could keep it till Monday. So I texted all that information to my son, who was at work, by the way, because he wasn't going to, neither son was going to stay off work if we weren't going to have the backhoe. And there was no indication that we were going to be able to keep it. So he said, for real, who's Jose? I said, Jose is the guy that was coming to pick the backhoe up. I said, he talked to Jay at the Aiken store, and they said that we could keep it. And I appreciate that, because I think it's good business. You know, if it's a mechanical issue that is not of your doing, I think that they should, you know. And we're not a company. And that's what I was telling my daughter-in-law. I was like, you know, we're not this big company. We are Joe Blow homeowners trying to do something for our family. So I really appreciate Jose for doing that. And I'm going to leave them a really good review. Especially Jose and Jay. Now, there's others at the company that have been great, but, you know, these two just went above and beyond at the very last minute to help us out. And I appreciate that, because I texted my son all that. And he says, well, Mom, if you want to move stumps, have at it. So I was the only one that got on the backhoe that day. I spent all day moving stumps. And I was a tired puppy. I did not expect... Put it this way. We still have plenty more stumps to move. But the 3 home sites, the garden area, and then the cow pen, those are what I wanted to get cleared and piled up to where we could burn. Right now, well, I don't know with all the rain that we just had. It has stopped. It rained Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it stopped. It's not raining right now. And it's not supposed to rain today on Sunday. But the burn ban may have been lifted by now. I don't know. But we have got to figure out... My son wants to buy a pump that we can put in those big 55-gallon drums that I had bought, the plastic blue drums that I had bought for my water catchment system for my greenhouse, that we actually put up and installed, and then it fell and broke everything. But the tubs are still fine, the barrels. So we were talking about putting those, filling those up in the back of the truck and getting a pump to where, because there's no water out there in the field. And now would be a perfect time. But you wouldn't think so because it's all wet. But it is all wet. So it's going to burn slower. It's not going to get as high. So overall, it's safer. And thankfully, we have a volunteer fire station a half a mile as the crow flies. Now, if you go around, which you would have to count this because, you know, they are not going to come through the woods. Actually, they could. There's a field right there beside their firehouse. But it's about a mile to the fire station where the fire truck is. So I'm going to get with them and ask them what we should do and how we should do it, just to be safe. Because y'all know me, and for those of you who don't, I lost my home to a house fire back in 2003. So I'm very, 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 very careful when it comes to fires. And yesterday would have been an awesome day. No, not yesterday. Friday. Because Friday, while I was using it, in the beginning, it was raining. All right. But by noon or 1 o'clock, it had kind of cleared up. And I was telling my daughter-in-law, I was like, this would have been a perfect day, almost, if they had not lifted the burn ban and that we had that pump to put in those 55-gallon drums, because everything was wet and it would have burned slow. But it was a little too windy. Like, there's not a lick of wind right now. My chimes are not moving. I even hear the birds. Do y'all hear the birds? But it would have been perfect. So I'm hoping that in the next week or two, we can get that pump. Because I think he saw it on Amazon. I don't know if he ordered it or not. They had a manual one, and I was joking with him because the electric one that you hook to a car battery is like $170. And the manual one is $35. And I said, honey, I'll get in the back of the truck and I'll pump and pump and pump. I just don't know that I could get, if you could pump fast enough to get enough pressure to get it, you know. I don't foresee it being a problem, but I would like to have it all in hand, on hand, ready to go just in case. Now, most of the areas around my piles that I made are sand. That's another benefit. But there are trees in some areas that were left in the field near the home sites, and then some in the what will be the cow pastures, because me and my daughter-in-law wanted natural shade for the cows. What I don't want to happen is the fires to get so tall that they reach the trees, you know, and all this rain and all the moisture and the nutrients going into these trees will help them if they feel the warmth, not the fire. Does that make sense? So we still have a long ways to go, and that's fine. I just, between me, you, and the lamppost, I'm glad we had this weekend, but I'm kind of wish I had kept my mouth shut. Yes, we are getting the last minute things done that we wanted to get. We're not going to accomplish everything. We're not going to get all the stumps piled up to be ready to burn. And that's okay. You know what? I got the main areas that I wanted to get for both of my son's home sites, you know, and then our home site, which is going to be a hot minute before that I think that's why the younger son decided he wanted to pick another home site versus using this home site, because he knew that it might take us a while to get our home built. I would rather focus on the boys and getting their homes built first before we worry about ours, because it's just us two, you know. They have a family and a future family, so I want to get them taken care of. And I don't know if that's just the mom in me or what, but they come first. But we did get all those sites clean, and there are piles of stumps that need to be burned, but I am loving this, y'all. I might have to get me some more of this. This is that peaches and cream that I found at Walmart. And this right here is totally Kelsey's fault at Passionate Kelsey. It is totally her fault. But I'm digging it. I would love, I don't know. I was about to say I would love a market bag. Market bag. Market bag. Market bag. Thank you, Meredith. I think I want this towel too. Because I have all these hand knit towels that I use in my kitchen, and most of them are color coordinated for different holidays. But my Easter one is just a pink. I would totally love this one. So after I do this one for Tina, I'm gonna have to go to Walmart and get me some more of that so that I can do some for me too. All right, I'm gonna get off here. I've been yapping. I think I finished showing y'all my stuff 20 minutes ago. But again, thank you, Laura. Thank you, Meredith. Y'all did not have to, but the fact that you did means the world to me, and I appreciate it so very much. So y'all will see some new decorations. Probably, I got to figure out where I'm going to hang them up right now, because I have my little I have my little squirrels here, so, and I have a squirrel and a prairie dog. So, I will find spots for it. I promise. But I will see y'all Wednesday, and hopefully I will have a couple things to show you. Because I got some cloth that I want to make things with. That's all I'm going to tell you. So it will be probably some updates. It's a projects and maybe some new makes and stuff. Maybe. I will get, hopefully, I'll get kind of like in a rhythm now that the backhoe's going to go back. Because we will still be working in the field. We still will be building our garden beds. We'll still be building the cow pens and stuff. But it won't be deadline stuff, you know? But anyway, I'm going to get off here. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, night, whenever you can watch this. And until I see you on Wednesday, take care of you. I'll see you then. Bye.